Hey everyone, Becca Patterson here. I'm a freelance trombone player in New York, and I wanted to show you a little mouthpiece comparison. I've been playing on a Warburton 1 1/4 JW mouthpiece for a few years now, and I wasn't really necessarily looking for anything else, but my friend Ron Wilkins was over hanging out with Ivan Giddings in Washington State and brought me back an Adriano mouthpiece, and I really like it. I think you might hear some differences. So the first thing I do when I try mouthpieces is see how it blows between the registers. And I try and go as low as I can, as high as I can, and see how easy it is. So I'll start with the Warburton. All right, and now I'm going to go to the Giddings. Pretty nice. I'm going to go back to the Warburton, and I'm going to see how it is in the low register flexibility, since that's a pretty important thing as a bass trombonist. And now to the Giddings. Alright, and now I'm going to do some high flexibility with it. This is the Giddings. Warburton. The next thing I'm going to do, and I'm going to stay on the Warburton for this, is see how clean it is, specifically on ins and notes, because that's one thing I've been working on lately. Giddings. And one little test I'm going to do at the end here is play a little bit of the tune Invitation to see how the legato does in a melody. Now the Giddings. let's do a tiny bit of valve facility. And the Warburton. Right. So some of the things that I notice about these mouthpieces is that it seems to me like the Giddings has a little bit of a few more layers into the sound. It seems like there's a little more of what I like to call glue, which is kind of something that fills out the section when you're playing in a section, and you're blending with all the overtones of each instrument next to you, because that's where intonation really lies for me anyway, is thinking about the overtones and how it's locking. So there's a lot of things happening, whereas when you're playing softly, people might not be able to hear you, but they can definitely feel you. And I think that this definitely gives more of that. Another thing I really like about the Giddings mouthpieces is that they're stainless steel and extremely comfortable. I play the new Ron Wilkins signature mouthpiece on my small tenor, and switching back and forth is a piece of cake. And they're also hypoallergenic. There was recently a study that came out talking about lead content and a lot of other mouthpieces, and you will never have that problem with the stainless steel. So that is another huge perk for me. Anyway, let me know what you think. What did you hear?